Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Rosario Borgesi, and in this video we will see how to build an AI agent that performs operations on an EVM-compatible blockchain like Ethereum, on also Base or Arbitrum or Optimism. And the operation that can perform are transferring of tokens or also token swaps or bridging of tokens or other operations related to voting and so on. So let's get started. Let's start with the project setup. The first thing to do is, of course, we need to have an EVM compatible wallet, for example, MetaMask, and we also need to have funds in our wallet. Then we can start by cloning then the Eliza repository, which can be done with this command, and then run this git checkout command. This is the Eliza repository. As you can see here, it is stated that we can either run the starter, we can clone the starter repository, or clone the whole Eliza repository containing all the packages and the plugins. And by running this command, we get the latest release. So I suggest you to use the whole repository because it also contains a client, a white client, so a front end that allow us to chat with the agent. The next thing to do is to set this environment variable, which are the OpenAI API key, and also these other three environment variables. This one is to, of course, for the private key of our wallet, in this case, our MetaMask wallet. And also these other two, we could use both or either one of them. This, of course, in this case, we need to provide the RPC URL for Baseable if we want to try to use the plugin in a testnet, or we can use this to the RPC URL of the base mainnet if you want to try the plugin in the base mainnet. Of course, this can be retrieved from the Coinbase development platform, or also from Infura or Alchemy. There are a lot of RPC provider. You can use the one that you like the most. The next thing to do is to add a character file or create one. But let's first take a look at the repository once we have git cloned it. So this is the Eliza repository, Eliza repo, and you can see that as here the agent folder which contains the agent runtime. Here you can add your character, and also here you have the client, the front-end client that can be used to chat directly with the agent. And then here you have all the packages, and also, of course, we have the plugin EVM that we will discuss in a while. But the important thing to do, as I said earlier, is that we can either choose one of these character files or create our character files. In this case, I have created a character files called Jack. As you can see here I have put as a model provider OpenAI, and for this reason we have set the environment variable of OpenAI specifying the OpenAI API key, and I have also added here this setting, chains EVM, base Epolia and base, because I want to use both the base Epolia testnet and the base mainnet, and of course I need to provide the corresponding URL. This is uh, if you want to explore further this, of course, you can find all the information that you need inside the README of the plugin, the EVM plugin. As you can see here, it states that since we are using the base mainnet, we have to create an environment variable of this type. For example, if you are using Arbitrum, you could add here Ethereum underscore provider underscore. And also, if you want to use, for example, um, um, Optimism, you could also put here the URL of Optimism, and of course, you could also use the related mm, test nets. So here in this case, this environment variable is not necessary, but we could also provide it. It is related to the mainnet. If you want to use this plugin in the Ethereum mainnet, you can provide this environment variable. Otherwise, if you plan to use your the plugin in a layer 2 EVM compatible, like Arbitrum or Optimism or Base or whatever, you need to use um, this other environment variable. And then, of course, you should set accordingly the chains inside of the character. As you can see here, I've put base. In our character, we have put base and base Epolia because we want to use base and base Epolia. If we want to use Arbitrum, we put Arbitrum, Optimism, and so on and so forth. The important thing is that we need to use the naming convention of VM chains. For example, if we here take a look at VM chains, okay, perfect. So if we go here, for example, here are listed all the chains. So we need to use the same name convention. For example, if we want to use Arbitrum Sepolia, we should write it this way inside of our environment variable that we can retrieve here. So here should be, for example, Ethereum provider underscore Arbitrum Sepolia. In our case, of course, here, as you can see, there is a base Sepolia. It is written this way, so I have written the environmental variable following this path. So coming back to our character file, these are all basic settings that are just telling that this This is a character file, an agent that it is specialized on the base blockchain that can perform transfer of tokens, swapping of tokens, or also bridging of tokens. And I have set accordingly all the fields here with some basic, very basic stuff. There is nothing special here. And but you could also use one of these characters here, but you have always to set accordingly the field settings and the model provider of this JSON. Another thing that I have done to set up the agent is that here in the src index.ts file, if you look for agent runtime, here I have removed all the stuff that were present here. I have only left these three plugins, EVM plugin, node plugin. These two, Bootstrap plugin and node plugin, are essential. You must keep them. And I've added also this one because there were other plugins that were interfering with this one, so I preferred to leave a clean situation. So coming back to our project setup, the only two things that are left to do are start the agent with this command, pnpm start minus minus characters, the character that we want to use. And then, of course, we need to start the front end client with the pnpm start semicolon client, and the client would be available at this URL here. So this is the page of our client, which is Jack. We could write, for example, "Hi man, what's up?" Okay, yeah, hey, not much, just diving into some blockchain magic on base network. How about you? Anything exciting happening in your world? It tells this thing because we have accordingly to the character files that we have created as we have set it is an assistant on the base blockchain that allow us to transfer tokens, mint tokens, and also execute bridge. So I would start by trying a transfer on base. So let's write transfer this amount of ether to this address on base. Let's send this message. So you can see here the agent is running. So here maybe it gives us some problem of JSON parsing, but it is working. This is the transaction hash. We can try it. We can check it on base scan. Okay, so it has been successful. It has sent correctly this amount of ether from my address, which is this one, to this other address. We could also perform other operation, for example, the swap, but it seems that it is not working right now. There are some problems, but we could theoretically write swap this amount of ether to USDC on base. But as you will see, there are a little bit of problem with the swap. So here there are some errors. The team needs to fix this, but however, it is also possible to. It should be also possible to swap and also to bridge token. So for example, we could write bridge this amount of token from base to Ethereum. We could write, for example, send message Okay, but it seems that also this has some kind of error. So this not seem to work very well. However, I would check a little bit of this plugin, check the operation that it allow us to do. So, okay, the operation that allow us to do should be transfer, so transfer of tokens on same chain, bridge of tokens between different chains using LiFi, undercover, um, and also swap, so swap tokens on the same chain using LiFi, and there are also other actions that allow us to do. For example, propose a proposal to a governor on a specific chain. There are this type of proposal. These are other example of usage. Or for example, to vote on a proposal to a governor on a specific chain. Also here, queue, execute. So these are information about the repository. This we have already done this. Okay, but basically, if you want to know the action that the plugin can do, you could basically check this. Okay, this folder here. The folder action contains all the operations that um, a plugin of Eliza can do, which in this case are, as you can see here, bridge, gov execute, gov propose, gov queue, gov vote, swap, and transfer, which are the one that we have listed before. So we have reached the end of the video. If you have any questions, please drop a comment below and I will reply as soon as I can. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next one.